Hey, hello. Okay. Ah, I've always wondered how people were able to just have their picture up and not have to be on camera if they didn't want to be. So that's why I came back on here. I saw this and I was like, wait a minute. Let me see if I can use this part and I will be willing to be on here a little longer because I know they say it takes maybe about 10, 15 minutes for your subscribers to get the notification that you're on. But okay, I'm excited. So now I know. Um, anyway, no, I don't. I clicked on this. This was a freak accident that I clicked on this. I do not remember how I got this to where I just have my profile picture up and not having to be on camera. Um, Now my profile picture, that's me. But if you see my video before, my eyes are like really red. I think it's just because of being tired, and I also had my eyes dilated earlier um, when I went to the eye doctor. Can you wait a minute? I don't see. Okay, I don't see the green lights anymore. Okay, let me see this. I'll make sure. Um, People can hear me. Anyway, today is my birthday. I got about less than 40 minutes left for April 29th before it's over with. But I did want to come on here, and they may or may not hear this, but I want to give a special thanks to Share of Share's Life and of to S. Hutchinson. And I normally don't say people's names on here, but I really want to thank these two young women. I appreciate them. Cher had reached out to me yesterday, and she said just in case she wouldn't be able to talk to me today on my actual birthday, she gave me a happy birthday wish and she sent me a little gift. So I really appreciate her. Shares life. And then I woke up early this morning, April 29th, really early this morning, like four something this morning. And guess whose notification I seen on my phone? It was S. Hutchinson, aka the original Queen of Receipts. And she had posted on her community wall about an interview that she was having. She did it earlier tonight at around 7 o'clock. Um, she 7 o'clock ish. I thought that was cute. But anyway, so she had posted a happy birthday shout out to me on her community tab. She calls me VHS all the time. So I was like, oh my goodness, people might not know my real channel or whatever. But then she did put SistahCrystal on there. So I appreciate it. So thank you both. And I'm specifically saying thank you to you two, both of you, because you guys are on here on this platform and everything. And then I did, and I started feeling like nobody loves me and all that besides my son. Anyway, but then later on today, I started getting a few texts, some texts and phone calls from people wishing me a happy birthday. So I appreciate that. I'm just thankful to be here. Like I said to one of my big sisters today when she called me earlier, I was like, I'm glad to be I'm glad to be on top of the ground and not have the ground on top of me. I'm just thankful to be here. I'm 44 years young or old or however you look at it. I'm thankful for every life, every year that I'm on this earth. Um, I used to feel bad when when I was younger. I used to feel bad when people would say ma'am and they would um, actually, people have always called me ma'am, even when I was a teenager, because they said I always acted old or whatever. So, not really sure what that meant, but I would be a little offended. But as I got older, I was appreciative of people calling me ma'am because they didn't come around me with a lot of foolishness and craziness like people would do other young people. Because I guess it was something about me. It was like, hey, this woman, she might be a little goofy, but she's not about, she's about her business or whatever. I don't know. I just never understood that. But now as I got older, I'm happy that people think I'm a little, they call me ma'am. I had somebody call me ma'am earlier today, and then he looked like he probably was in his 30s. I'm like, I guess that means I'm looking really old. Anybody look like they're in their 30s saying ma'am to me, but I'm like, that's okay. I'm thankful to be seen. Um, Also, I'm coming on here too. I don't know. It just seemed like occasions when I hear about famous people passing away, I do feel really bad, especially you know well, people pass away every day. Unfortunately, that's the cycle of life. But today, um, I had gotten the news as well as a lot of other people that um, John Singleton, the writer, director, John Singleton, had passed away today from complications of a stroke. And apparently, he had a stroke like about 2 weeks ago. But I also want to give my condolences to his family again, as I said in the other video. But I do have a little rant. I, Yesterday, people had killed this man off yesterday. And one thing that I really hate that I'm seeing nowadays, and I'm not just saying social media, but even though it's runs rampant on social media, one thing is I'm tired of seeing these I don't know, reporters or whatever you want to call them, news outlets online. They're so quick to try to be the first a person to break the story, that they don't care if the information that they're putting out is correct or not. Even if it's about a person that's allegedly passed away or whatever. I heard so many different outlets that said John Singleton had passed away yesterday, April 28th. And, my thing is, when do we stop trying to, and I'm saying we, even though I haven't done it, I'm putting myself in it because I am interested in trying to do something in media. I don't have to be in front of the scenes. I can be behind the scenes or whatever. But I've just never been interested in being the first one to break a story. I'm the type of person that I want to make sure I'm accurate. And, even some news outlets that I used to really respect, I don't respect them so much because they end up having to retract things all the time. And especially when you're talking about somebody's, life or death, why would somebody be so quick to put out that a person's passed away when they really haven't? Yeah, they might be in bad condition, but don't say that they've passed away if you're not sure. And it's like, where are you getting the information? You know, I don't know. That's what really aggravates me, and that's what's been happening a whole lot recently with our media. You know, I don't know. We have to stop doing that. I've heard so many celebrities that's been killed off so many times, and they're still here. It's like, what's the point of that? And then what these news outlets are doing, and I'm saying, even the online ones, um, what they're doing is they're making themselves, you question their news. You know, I want to be, um, with the way I do things, I like to research and I like to make sure the information that I'm putting out there is as accurate as possible. Um, and I know that there's no way to really be totally foolproof when it comes to the news and information that you put out there, but you at least should have a heart and try to make sure, especially if we're talking about somebody that's passed away, to make sure that the information that you're putting out is accurate. I mean, I woke up early this morning and people had already said, you know, John Singleton had passed away. And John Singleton is very young. He was only 50 or 51 years old or 51 years young. And I don't know, but that makes me think, like, what are the signs of like a stroke? Now, I know a lot of people, there are a lot of people who've had strokes and they've lived. So I am kind of interested in what's what constitutes someone having a stroke and they're able to survive versus someone having a stroke and they don't make it, like unfortunately, like John Singleton did. I know of someone, I don't know him personally, um, but there was this, I'm not going to say any names, but a chief of police had a major stroke. And from what my understanding, the person was, they were down for like 8 or 9 hours before someone found him. And he was rushed to the hospital. He's still alive today, but he had a pretty major stroke and was alone for a long time, for hours before someone found him. And I'm wondering what's the difference between a case like that and someone, well, I don't know John Singleton's circumstances, and I'm quite sure in the next several weeks we might hear some more about, maybe his health condition or whatever. I didn't even know he was sick. Last time I heard about John Singleton, I think it was like a couple of years ago when the Tupac movie came out, and he was sharing his thoughts about it. And he was saying how he was contacted to be a, a director or something for the movie, but he had turned it down. I would say allegedly. I really don't want to say allegedly. I want to say definitely, but I'm just to cover myself. Allegedly, that he was considered to be a director or just take part in something with the movie, but he turned it down because Afeni Shakur, Tupac Shakur's mom, allegedly she really didn't approve of the different things that they was going to try to have in the movie. And so John Singleton did not want to participate if he didn't have the blessing of Afeni Shakur. And I think that that's really noble of him to do that if that was true. And it sounds like it's probably, was true. But yeah, really, really sad. And that's also why I felt like I needed to come on here. I'm blessed to see another year. I don't feel the need to say that I'm older. I don't feel the need to say that I'm younger. I each and every year, I've earned each and every year of my 44 years on this earth. I am truly on the other side of 40, and I am proud of it. I'm thankful to still be here. I'm thankful to have another chance to try to make something of this life, or work in my new normal, as a doctor had said to me um, a few years ago. My new normal. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm getting somewhere, and I just have to just make sure, just stay focused and just learning how to accept things the way they are, and be happy to at least have the opportunity to wake up and give it one more try again. You know, um, I didn't plan anything on my birthday today, and and that's fine. I'm just actually I was in a situation where I wasn't sure I was going to make it. Um, then having unexpected health problems and all that kind of stuff, and so I don't want to make it into something bad. or, woe is me. I don't feel sorry for myself. I'm just saying, I'm just really, despite it all, despite the unexpected health problems that have come over me, um, I'm just thankful I'm still here. And I want to be able to do um, as much as I can with whatever amount of life that I have left. You know, like they say, life is not, tomorrow is not promised to any of us. I just heard the other day, um, where I live, I was I heard that one of my neighbors had passed away. And he was a older gentleman, but I had been wondering recently. He came across my mind recently, and I was wondering why I was no longer seeing him, because I used to see him out with his little dog. He had a little what do you call that? One of them power chairs, and he would wheel around with, and he would have a little dog with him. And I hadn't been seeing him lately, and I was wondering like, oh, what happened? I ain't heard. I haven't seen him in a while. And then I heard that he had passed away. He passed away in like September of last year of 2018. So I'm like, oh wow. So kind of felt the way about that. I'm like, wow, I was thinking about um thinking about him. I was like, oh, what happened? I haven't seen him in a while. Anyway, I'm rambling, but got another 35 more minutes before April 29th. 2019 is over. Officially my 44th birthday. I'm just thankful. But again, and thanks to everyone who's wished me a happy birthday. Actually, in S. Hutchison's chat, spent part of my birthday in there. So I appreciate that. And again, many thanks to Share's life. I'm thankful to her. She, really, she reached out to me, and um, just very unexpected. And that's the thing with life, people I've never met. I mean, I actually like to meet both of those young ladies one day, but people I've never met, wish me a happy birthday. And I mean, I have people that look me right in my face and just don't, say anything. I mean, of course I speak, but I don't know. That's weird. I don't know if that's life or if that's just people that's weird or whatever. It's like I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling again, but and I remember the last. It's well, I don't want to go into so much. Anyway, happy birthday to me, and happy birthday to all the April babies, and this is the end of the month, so happy birthday to all the April babies, the Taurus babies. Um, what was I about to say? Um, it's funny. I'll tell a quick funny story. So since my birthday is at the end of the month, um, I grew up poor and all that. I almost thought my birthday would be May 1st. A lot of times I wouldn't get gifts from people until May 1st, because that's the beginning of the month. I would hear people like, "Ooh, your birthday at the end of the month. Just wait. Just wait a few more days." That's funny. But anyway, but so thankful. Thankful to still be here. So, and all right. Well, thanks for listening. This is Sister Crystal with Other Side of 40. And I was really testing these lives also. So I don't know if I did this right, but oh well. And no one's coming to chat. I don't even see if anybody comes by or not. Kind of don't like this. So, I mean, I like it because I can be on here and not have to like be on camera. But I don't like the fact that I can't see if anybody's watching. I have my chat open over here. I don't know. I know I think I am doing something wrong, but I can't figure it out yet. So, all righty then. Take care.